many times you thought you found your perfect piano sound? It's lush, it's deep, it's spacious, and it sounds perfectly with your vocals. Just like that. Arms, you don't belong into arms, you don't belong into. I'll never be able to kiss like you want me to, hold you like you need me to. I'll never be able to. But then you check your mix in mono. Arms, you don't belong into arms, you don't belong into. I'll never be Where did it go? Able to kiss like you want me to, hold you like you need me to. I'll never be able to. Piano drops in level considerably, loses all its top end and lushness, and basically leaves vocals to fend for themselves in the mix. Is there a way to make it better or fix it without changing the original sound? Yuvelir, Iris, Yuvelir, 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 Iris, Yuvelir. Yeah, Yuvelir, Iris, Yuvelir, 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 Iris, Yuvelir, Yuvelir. Hi, my name is Iris Yuvelir. I'm a singer, songwriter, music producer, and today I want to share with you 2 techniques how to make your sounds more mono-compatible. But before we dive into that, you might ask me, Iris, why do I need to care about if my mixes are mono-compatible or not? We're living in the world where Dolby Atmos is taking over music production world, and here you are talking about mono-compatibility. Well, as music producers, artists, and mixing engineers, we create experiences with our music. And we create our music for people to listen to and enjoy. But we have no control over how our product is consumed. Some people might listen to it on state-of-the-art stereo systems, others on a decade-old small phones. Regardless of their circumstances, don't you think all of them deserve to experience your music in its full glory? After all, out of millions of tracks available out there, they decided to click on yours. Well, I think they do. So, how we can make that super wide piano sound to be more mono-compatible? The thought process behind this technique is to basically increase the information inside mid-channel, but do so in a musical way. So let's load up Imager first and mono the low end below 300 Hertz considerably, decrease the stereo spread between 300 Hertz and 600 Hertz a bit, and slightly mono the very top end. The specific frequency bands will depend on your source material. For today's video, I'm using Native Instruments Noir. Preset is called Wide Open, and it's wide open indeed. But for your specific sound, the monoing the low end might be the only move you need to make with this plugin. Now let's move on to the exciter and the mid-side mode, of course. We need to saturate the mid-channel. I experimented with different amounts and modes, and I happen to like the sound of triode mode the most. So usually saturation of the frequency band between 600 Hertz and 3K will do the trick and make your sound mono-compatible. But in my case, saturation across all frequency bands worked better and sounded better. So I encourage you to experiment. Now let's listen to the result. Arms, you don't belong into arms, you don't belong into. I'll never be able to kiss like you want me to, hold you like you need me to. I'll never be able to. This next technique is a more drastic solution to this issue. So for that, we need to copy the piano sound and invert the left and right channel. This will create what is called the big mono. So we need to bring back the sense of dimension shall we? For that, we'll need to create a sand and send a copy of the original piano track to that sand. On the sand itself, use a plugin to swap left and right channel again and cut out all the low end below 300 Hertz with linear phase EQ. The normal EQ won't work in this case because it will alter the phase one way or another. And for that technique to work, we need to keep the phase unaltered as much as possible. Next, load up Replica GT from Native Instruments. We are creating Haas effect, meaning we need to delay left and right channel by 40 milliseconds. If you exceed that amount, the replica will start to sound like a normal slap delay, and we don't need that. So I'm using dual mono function inside the Logic to control left and right channel. So I delay left channel by 5 milliseconds and right channel by 10 milliseconds. But you can achieve the same effect inside the replica itself. Just toggle the dual mode. Don't forget to pan out source A and source B to the left and right, respectively, and toggle that parallel mode, not the serial one. That will keep your left and right delays separate, not fed into each other. The last thing we need to do is to stereoize the resulting sound a bit more with the help of Imager, the free version. But you can notice that at the end of the chain, I have an EQ there. I noticed some buildup around 2K, so I needed to cut it out, but it's just a corrective EQ for my sound, and it's absolutely not mandatory for that technique to work. Let's listen to the result.
Arms, you don't belong into arms, you don't belong into. I'll never be able to kiss like you want me to, hold you like you need me to. I'll never be able to.
With these sort of techniques, there's always some kind of trade-off involved. It's not a cure for all type of solutions. So yes, we do sacrifice some sense of depth in the mix, but in music production and mixing world, it's all about balancing things out and prioritizing one thing over another. So ask yourself, what is more important to you? The sense of depth in the mix, or how well your message comes across different mediums? Obviously, we cannot make every single element inside the mix to be 100% mono compatible, but we don't have to. It's the integral sounds, the ones that carry the message, the emotional impact that we need to worry about. So I hope you'll put to good use those techniques and make your mixes more mono-friendly. But for now, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!